one of the stories I like about Garl Glittergold the most, and it's because it involves kobolds, and I love kobolds more than I love gnomes, but I love both equally. Is the time that
Proclivity for murder for days.
Is the time that Garl Glittergold tricked Colonel
Saw that
Mac.
button and went, this pressing multiple times make me more evil.
Unfortunately, it didn't. Instead, what it gave him was he needed to use more knives. So it's known that culturally gnomes and kobolds don't get along, and like
Carl's alternative name is Ji Woon.
what? Don't tell me
An
that.
11 radical.
Don't tell me that. Shut up. Actually, well, you know what? You're in some regards you're not wrong. So
Get it? Cause he's a trickster.
yeah,
Budapest.
but laughs in Alita Mara. I'm just gonna keep the, or not. Fuck. Keep the music going because I'm talking through this. So, culturally, gnomes and kobolds don't like each other, and like honestly, kobolds don't like anybody. Some of the time they don't even like other kobolds, but you know you can't build a society alone, unless you are Soot. But that's another story. So Garl and Kurtlemak
Said PogChamp.
we're just like chatting or something. Like sometimes,
Only kobold I ever liked.
right? Well, she was also a pretty smart kobold, and also didn't follow the kobold teachings and so on. That's again a different story. So they were like,
I mean, pissed on a lich's bed. So hey, seems good.
and they were just having like a talk, and as things do, it turned into an argument, and then because it's Garl, it turned into a competition. Oh, she went down. I don't feel like going down. Can I just give you a handy? I don't feel like going down. You can get them in that gap.
Yes.
And so they just started... What? They just started trying to one-up each other. Like, I bet I could do... You can't do this. And then I bet you can't do this. Oh, yeah? Well, I bet I can do this. Shit. There we go. The thing about Trickster and Third Seal is that you don't have to injure the survivor. You just have to touch them with a blade. And they get stuck with it. I think I said it takes an injury earlier, but it doesn't really. So finally, it came down to like feats of strength and
Catching poggers.
ka-ching. Heckin' poggers. And so Garl said that he could like jump to the moon or something ridiculous like that, but it involved jumping. And he said, you know, I could jump to the moon. I don't really have to. I don't care about anything you have to say. You're not better than me because I can jump to the moon. And Curdle Mac, realizing he obviously cannot jump to the moon,
He's got 23 strength too. He
Yeah.
almost could.
there we go. I need more blades. And so, Garl had played kind of a word game with Curdle Mac the whole time because they kept on saying, you know, you can't do this. But this was the first time Garl said that he could do something.
I like how you grab 10 blades and end up with 46 more.
Yeah. Entity logic. Wow. Fuck. I feel like some of
You
these should
stacked
be a
Kappa.
hit. Yeah, they're a little stacked.
She's killing it for sure. Me too.
I don't know if I can get it in that gap, but it looks like I can.
Oh,
There we go. I want this pallet down because it's kind of a bad pallet for Trickster. Even though I'm getting the fucking shit run out of me, if she takes the pallet, then I get more chances to put blades in her.
kinky.
Fuck. I think I could catch this guy unless he has like balanced landing. Kind of sucks I hesitated. So, Garl, when Curdle Mac pointed out the fact that, well, if you can jump to the moon, then why don't you do it? And Garl said, I don't have to jump to the moon because you can't even jump on top of that cliff. And Curdle Mac was starting to think, well, I could probably jump on a cliff if I like was ready to do so, you know. So then he said, well, why don't you jump on the cliff? And Garl said, well, I don't even have to jump on a cliff because you can't even jump on top of that structure. Just points at a random thing. It doesn't matter, like a tree. You can't even jump up in that tree. Well, Curdle Mac could jump in the tree. There's probably no question about that. So finally, Curdle Mac, deciding that, you know, he had it, just said, all right, I'll jump up in the tree. See if you can stop me. And Garl said, no, it's no tricks or anything. Just take a jump up in that tree. And Curdle Mac says, well, you do it first. Because it's your bet, if you're so confident. And Garl said, fine. You got me. And Garl goes up and marks an X on the ground And he says, I'm going to jump from right here. Oh, I was pulling out the blades right there. Oh, I still got the blades out. I almost brought out 2 blades. What was that? What was that extra hand? Anybody else see that?
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, no, it was like, I think it was because I pulled out the blades during the pallet stun, and then I let go of the button and pressed the button again while taking the fall. Ah! It's really hard because, like, I have my sensitivity up really high to get regular hits. Yeah. Goddamn. Fuck, making me fight all the hardest people. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna go open the door. I was talking about the time.
Your trickster MRR too high.
Yeah, no way.
Lucky.
I don't think so.
LMAO.
Alright, I just have to do it again. Can pick up while blind, and they can't really do anything about that. They know it, they're immediately starting to heal. They're just like, we'll wait. We'll wait. I still have 36 blades. I'm just gonna camp it out and hope for the best. That's all I got. I'm trying to bait out a reaction though. Like... Oh, I gotta get ready. Wow, that's kind of fun. Oh, fuck. I didn't do too bad at the end. I wonder if there's something I could use in there.
Dead hard the blades LMFAO.
You know, it's like you tried that twice. Oh, I've never seen anybody dead hard the blades, but like
Radical Ilbrin 11, Radical Ilbrin 11, Radical.
I actually feel proud that they had to go for that, cause like, fuck. Oh damn, fucking great, Quentin. You know what? He'll get a thumb.
Incredible.
So, Garl.
I am laughing entirely too hard.
Garl paints, or marks an X on the ground.
Dead Hard is the name of my Grateful Dead cover band, Kappa. Hot.
And he says, I'm gonna jump up in that tree, and I know you can't do it. And then he turns around, like, hikes up his pants, and leaps up into the tree. Sits down nice and neat. There you go. Hot shot. Like, he always has an attitude. And Garl, and Kurtlemak gets up on the X, and it looks easy enough, and he's jumped up in plenty of trees, so he rears up, lifts up his tail, and kicks off the ground, and the ground caves under him, and instead of jumping up into the tree, he falls all the way down into the Pit of Avernus, which is the first layer of Baator. And in that pit,
F.
Garl constructed a giant maze that Kurtlemak,
FAO.
to this
Holy
day, has not found his way out of. Kurtlemak is a living deity in the afterworld, and can't escape the maze. So instead, all the kobolds flock to Avernus. They get checked in at the Leith. The kobolds are allowed to be ferried over because it was considered that Kurtlemak was tricked into his afterlife and is not dead, so he has prominent domain. And kobolds don't have to bathe in the Leith, so that they can go and live as kobolds under Kurtlemak. And the goal of all the kobolds in the afterlife...
Don't cross Garl.
Don't cross Garl, exactly. The goal of all kobolds in the afterlife is to find a way out of the maze, which, again, is part of the trick, because they're walking into the maze to begin with. I want this. I want to increase the duration of main event as much as possible. So all kobolds are willingly entering this maze in their afterlife to help Kurtlemak escape.
I decided to get ready for bed, and now I have kitty cuddles.
And so all kobolds are forever... Well, not all of them, because like some kobolds are smart people and they don't care about religious doctrine. Not to say that religious people are not smart. Like, there's plenty of smart religious people. But some religious principles, such as hating a particular
That was kind
people's...
of dirty.
It
That
was...
was way harsher than what I thought would happen.
Yeah, well, Garl is not a kind person, even though he rules over a good plane. I will say that up front. We'll do hunting, because you got to get a lot of hunting score
Good
to
night,
play
Snow.
Trickster. Also, Night Night Snow, if you can get the cat off you. But kobolds and kobold communities that follow Kurtlemak will forever not trust gnomes.
Oh, I'm still here. I'm just watching from bed now.
And that is also why kobolds hate pranks. In fact, even more secular kobolds don't like pranks because of how much it's instilled into their
Oh, welcome
culture.
back, Snow.
All right. Have a good night. All right. Welcome back. The thing is, Garl never talked about tricking Kurtlemak until someone else brought it up.
And
So,
the kitty is cuddling beside me, not on top of me.
so Garl basically trapped Kurtlemak in Avernus, and
That
then
was a very extreme, Frank.
said absolutely nothing about it to anybody until somebody asked him about it. And that was after because very few communities know about Kurtlemak, and those that do would consider him an enemy. So it's a little, you got your shit thrown out. That's what you get. So the only people who would notice that Curdle Mac
That
is
bro.
missing, the only people that would notice if Curdle Mac was missing would be his followers, so his direct community. And so the way they found out was that a band of kobolds, an entire band, which is like a band of people, is a nation.
Like, hey, do you know where Curdle Snack went? You saw him last.
This isn't just a small group of people. A band is like an entire living community, or a series of communities, an entire living age of people marched up on a gnome settlement
Actually,
that Garl
now
was
that you
at,
ask,
and they demanded to know where Curdle Mac was. And so some gnomes came up and said, the nation of all kobold states is waging war on you because they say you stole Curdle Mac. And he said, oh, actually I did that. I forget how to get him out. Just don't let him come in. Don't let any kobolds in. I know what they're talking about. Yes, I did the thing. Yes, they have a right to be mad at me. Don't let them in. I don't know how to fix it. Thought I heard somebody breathing. But I know somebody's over here.
this
I
gnome is out of
swear.
control.
Is that Jiwon breathing? Yeah, this gnome is out of control. Fucking Gen Rush.
Actually, I'm starting to have trouble keeping my eyes open now, lol. Yeah, I'm asleep.
Well, sleep sweet, Snow. You work hard. Somebody downstairs. I am going to break chase because if I can injure them, they both get...
I try my best to sleep sweet.
It's Cuddle for sure.
There we go. We get some free hits.
Have a good sleep.
Yeah, only a half cuddle, but cuddles are good.
Cat can only muster so much cuddle. Oh, they're already together. Everyone was over here. Where would they go? Let me think about it. Back here? If they're healing? Most survivors want to go to the corner. Ooh, there's a bush here. Hmm?
There's only so much cat, and I know not to have him under my weighted blanket.
Yeah, weighted blanket. Maybe not good for Kitty. Grab 2 blades. Apparently we're playing with the super stealth crew. They're already on my totem. Nia just learned something new. I forgot about the thing there. Somebody else is already down there. Oh, she just didn't leave. Since I can vault fast, I'm going to take this side. I remembered another story. I don't know if I got the names mixed up, but the patrons are correct. I'm very close to main event. So I'm going to leave Megan on the ground because I want to bait for some really easy knives. I fucked up. I really should have waited. Unfortunate. Wow, she's pretty good. That sucks. I just like kind of needed one more hit on her. Yeah. Again, I'm kind of backed into a corner here. So if I want any kills, I'm gonna have to hold on to Megan.
This big one SUPERHA.
I probably should have bunched up on it. I feel so bad. I'm conditioned to just not play like a prick. But really, that's the only way I was going to get a kill out of that situation, so you're welcome, survivors. Oh, no, no, no. Fuck. I should have had him. That's bullshit. They already have the other door. Oh well. Leave now. Boop, doop, boop. I didn't do too bad, honestly. I don't know how I keep getting Swift, though. Like, I swear... So let's see. They brought the Shroud of Binding and the Shroud of Union. So Shroud of Binding will throw out the Shroud of Union. That's what I took out of that. Which makes sense, because, like, they do the same thing. So, there are multiple trickster gods. Obviously. Garl Glittergold has a trickster domain because of his exploits, but there's another trickster called Alidamara, who is much more heavily involved in trickstering, if you really think of it as a hobby. And Alidamara is the patron of all rogues.
Oh dear, lol.
Oh dear, yeah. So one day, or maybe at
Those
night,
two together.
but, they didn't really...
Fuck.
You know, they might fuck. I don't know. A little background on Alidamara is that they can take any form, and all of the things that belong to them can also take any appropriate form that they need to pass on their form. But it's not because they know how to shapeshift or anything. It's just that's how tricky they are. Sometimes Alidamara talks about that they can just disguise themselves so incredibly well that nobody knows that they're still their normal form. And other times, they claim that they bend light with their fingers. They literally will do something like this or like that, or sometimes some of these and some of these. Whatever it takes to convince people to believe that they are bending light around them to change their form. The truth of the matter will never be known, probably. Or it's known to a few people who aren't giving up that secret. Alidamara had a precious dagger. And this dagger was amazing. And it had some fun properties, but I can't really talk about the dagger because it's not important aside from the fact that it exists. And it's Alita Mara's favorite possession because they can use it in any way they want. It's not just a weapon, it's a tool. It's a cape if you need to get out of the rain. Not a cape, a mantle if you need to get out of the rain. Or it's a hearth if you need a little warmth. It's a striking stone or tinderbox or a piece of steel blatantly to strike a flint with, or sometimes it's flint. It's not always clear. But also sometimes it's nail polish. Sometimes it's a whole outfit. And if you get too close to Alita Mara, they might check you with their shoulder and you get stabbed by a dagger. No matter what form it takes, it always deals the damage of a dagger. And only Alita Mara knows how to handle it without getting cut. And Alita Mara loved this dagger dearly. So of course Garl Glittergold had to ruin it for them. Hello? Gotta get used to the tracking slowly thing. She's way too far ahead. I gotta catch up. She ran into the rock. You really did that? Maybe they're working together, like... Is it my ping that's bad? Everybody's over 100. Why is my ping so bad? No! They're Swift and they're from very far away. Maybe across the country. Maybe just the near side of Europe. It's a good place to grab some blades. Oh no, you're kidding me! I picked the wrong one.
Internet PogChamp.
Alaska Internet. It's happened. I feel bad a little bit because, like, I feel like Jake was over that pallet already.
RNG.
Yeah. I don't know how I got these folks, but maybe they're the only ones that matched up with me. It's interesting that the game knows I'm far away from everybody else rather than... Fuck. This makes the loop easier for survivors, but I just like having it to get blades. If I'm playing Huntress, I'll also open that. Crowd control. Not very useful here, but if he takes the whole loop... What the fuck? Jake. That's so funny. So one night, now Garl and Alita Mara allegedly have met on several occasions, and they claim to be friends. But, like, folks that know both of them or either of them know that they kind of don't get along. And Alita Mara is probably one of the few folks that gets on Garl's nerves, even though he won't admit it. So Garl one day decided, wouldn't it be really cool?
The original frenemies.
Or the original frenemies, yeah. Tens of thousands of years old, possibly. Getting that love-hate relationship going. Fuck. So Garl had to find a time when Alita Mara was sleeping. Wow, she's so good. She should have been running me from the beginning. Garl sneaks over. While Alita Mara is sleeping. Somewhere. Alita Mara was known to be kind of lazy. That was great. Oh, I need more hits like that. So it was easy enough, and you know, frenemies are really friends and enemies. So Garl knew where to find them. And he crept in with his amazing illusion magic, which might be better than normal, the usual gnome illusion magic. We don't know. It's been said. I'm kind of seeing why No Way Out came out on Trickster. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go back and defend my kill. Wow. I'm not taking this pallet because she feels safe. But she can't hide here for like 3 whole minutes. Oh, what if I just go around this side? Oh wait, yeah, she had Lithe. Don't pre-drop the pallet for Trickster. Just saying. Garl sneaks over. Sorry, I keep restarting this. Like, things keep happening. Garl sneaks over, and he knows he can't touch the dagger, and he can't because it'll cut him, even if it looks like a normal dagger. Only Alita Mara knows how to handle it. So instead, he doesn't have to. Oh, I wonder if I could block them on the way to the exit. Like, maybe I can get more kills if I prevent them from leaving on time. Yeah. Worth it. So instead what Garl does is he uses all of the magic in his possession not to change the weapon with its form or its function, but he alters it so that it looks like a toothpick. And now it still works the same. And to be honest, Alita Mara can still turn it into a dagger. But much of the time, the dagger appears to be a toothpick. And then Garl went around and told everybody that the new name of the artifact was Alita Mara's toothpick. And it kind of just caught on. And so now, although Alita Mara says, like, yeah, it's a really good trick, I call it a toothpick too. It's fine. In fact, it's a toothpick permanently because I said so. But he is kind of bitter.
What an asshole.
I started telling the story, like, before this ticket, and I'm halfway through it at this point. Ah, yeah. I don't know. It's nice when I'm coming here with a purpose. And the purpose is to catch folks out in the open. There we go. I knew she was here somewhere. That's really cool. I've never had that. I've never used that tactic before with Trickster. They're doing it.
Do the thing.
Ah, fuck. Sometimes you gotta get up on them and do the short hit. This is gonna be dicey. I still have crowd control, which is good. Basement's here. Is the basement always in the same place on this map? Nice. That was like 90 meters away. Or so. Maybe even over 100 meters away. I landed a single
Shouldn't
blade. Wow, I can't believe I fucking missed that. She's laughing at me. She had to give up a hit to use the pallet. Like, why not just run around at that point? I didn't want to use my last blades so that I could still threaten her with them. Ah. We're gonna get some crowd control.
Forgoa, who can hear?
Oh, wow. She almost had me on that. I'd be pissed. Affirmation for Goddess of Annihilation. My dear, you are honestly, like, even though we don't really know each other beyond a few months or almost, actually it's been like a year and some months. But even through our short relationship, I feel like you're one of the stronger people of society. Like,
2 years November.
Wow. I can feel your strength from across the country, and that's not something I could say about a lot of people. I feel like you're that strong. And so, like, I look up to you a lot, honestly. Like, my purest affirmation at this point is that you inspire me to be as good a person as I can be. And in regards to a lot of things, really, like being able to speak my mind has always been an issue. And your voice is so strong, like, there's like a thing where, like, folks think that trans women want to all be dainty and petite all the time, but, like, really, we want to be strong women, and we want to use our power through femininity. And, like, I think if it's not offensive, I would like to say that you emulate that to a large degree. And so, like, I would want to be, like, I don't know, not to, like, generalize, but, like, the kind of woman that you appear to be to me. That's a bit of a longer affirmation than most. But also, like, I feel like you need it too. Hope you're doing well. Oh shit, I just realized this is in the middle of the Killer Instinct, so that affirmation is permanent. Barring unforeseen circumstances, I usually put these on YouTube. What's going on? There's one. I still have crowd control.
I surprised her with that.
Wow, she healed right in front of me. Really cool, Nia. Does
Crowd
not
control PogChamp.
Oh, she slow vaulted on purpose, but guess what? I got bamboozled. Why would you slow vault and then not go back around? Like, why are you doing this to me? I just want to use all my tactics, Nia. She slow vaulted to avoid crowd control.
Thank
And
you
then
for that
s-
amazing situation. I'm
And then
flabbergasted.
still... Oh, geez. Absolutely. But thank you, most importantly. And it's just something I do. Like... Because, as I said, I have a lot of trauma. And I try to work through that trauma.
Oops. Affirmation, not situation, lol.
Yeah, I understood. Yui's taking me a lot more seriously now.
Affirmation is a situation TBX.
Yeah, that's why I just rolled with it. I was like, well, it's not a situation. Fucker. I'm like, it's less frustrating now that I kind of have the hang of the blades.
My fingers like to make me look stupid.
I hear that. I don't know what this is. Is she pushing me back? Oh, I need to take advantage of this.
We all know it's a situation. Everything is a situation, George Carlin.
Swipe is not my friend.
Oh my god, no! That sucks. The fake pallet break will never not make me happy.
Good main event, lol, fucking been there.
Yeah. I see somebody else. Mia, you lucky witch. I wish I had her luck. That didn't hit. Gotta avoid the flashbang. And then moonwalk back to the person on the ground. Huh? I'm doing... I pulled a lot more hooks this time. Still didn't down enough people with main event. I need fucking blades
I
badly.
felt so bad last time I played Billy. It was a Leon SWF. Olive bangs LMAO. And Lightborn is a forever Billy perk.
Yeah. Lightborn is crucial. I'll go back and I can hold the door and the hook. So that they have no way out.
On
Oh!
that last one.
Oh! Oh! I'm sorry. I had to. I had to. Also, there's the other door, but still, I had to. Because I want to kill, damn it. I saw the entity and thought it was a survivor sneaking up on me. Imagine harassing people from like 150 meters away.
Imagine not being a fucking trickster.
You gotta be. I might be able to hook them both. Oh, get on there. Oh, they both left. Alright. Sorry, Megan. No rescue for you. Should always be ready to
They
throw
said, "Let's
more.
all go."
Yeah, they were like, nope. Trickster's desperate. We don't want any of this. Thank you. Also, that Nia avoiding crowd control and bamboozle somehow. Like, what the fuck? She was psychic. She touched my mind.
Was brutal.
Who done it? There were two Nias. I don't know which one actually. Oh wait, it was the one with the flashlight. She was really funny. Because I imagine, like, in a fantasy setting, you build a character to be fantastical. So what if you build your character to be really good at puzzles and I have it on puzzles and games because they coincide, but you could also try I allow tactics and combat is another weird one where you can use it to roll to make guesses or
I think it's 50-50.
Right?
Depends on the character.
Depends on the character, yeah. Cause I've been GMing for like over 20 years or something. Almost. Well, maybe I was like a little less. No, a little more than 20 years. And like a lot of people will play characters that like. Oh. I'll take either map. Like when I build a character, I wanna do things with that character that I don't normally do in real life. If I want to do
You
bluffs,
can translate puzzle solving that way too.
I would rely heavily on my bluff check if I wanted to lie to people. But usually a GM would make me come up with a lie, and then the roll would determine whether or not it was successful. And that usually worked out pretty well. So you think like... So knowledges work differently because when you roll a knowledge, you are literally testing the character's knowledge of the topic.
But playing someone with 18 intel, it's incredibly hard to play and may have to be higher dice rolling amounts.
Yeah. I can't get there before it degrades. Let's see what she likes. She likes to take the bat. I was thinking, what does she like in terms of loops? What loop did she want to play? She said, no loop, hit me.
Because no one in our friend group has 18 intel.
Yeah, reasonably not really. That's like literally superhuman.
You have practiced being married to someone with 18 intelligence.
Like an 18, I forget. There's like, there's a breakdown in the player's handbook about all the ability scores, what they represent, and different
Hey,
levels.
she's about a 14 or 15 if we're honest.
Yeah, I would put my intel. Oh well, recently I had a culture shock about it, but I would put my intelligence at like 14 if I'm being generous. It's probably, I could say it might be as high as 15 in some cases, but also real life statting is fluid.
18 is like hawking.
Yeah, 18 is like super scientist level.
That's still mad clever.
That is mad clever, and I give myself a lot of credit only because I've been subjected to intelligence tests, and it seems to be generally accepted that I am an intelligent person, even though I honestly didn't believe it too much until recently. Like, I thought maybe I was like average or below average, but I was also hanging out with the wrong people. Why didn't you take the vault? Oh, she was trying to hide. I need to strike the other people.
I think I have roughly a 12-ish TBH, but wisdom would be higher. IDK.
I feel like my wisdom's okay. 11 or 12, definitely. Some days it could be as high as 13 or 14, but I don't know. Like, there's some crossover between wisdom and intelligence, but... Oh, wait. Well, it depends on the type of wisdom. Because I run wisdom the way it's written in the book, where wisdom and charisma work off of each other. And so, like, wisdom isn't literally how wise you are. Wisdom is a measure of...
My constitution is where I shine.
Wisdom is a measurement of how well you realize yourself within reality. How much of a connection you have with reality itself in regards to who you are as an individual. As well as recognizing that you... recognizing ways in which you are part of the universe.
Ironic where wisdom is your understanding of the world and yourself at the current time.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I run it too. The description I like to use is that charisma is a measurement of your awareness of yourself apart from reality. Who you are as an individual regardless of the environment you're in. Jake, what's up? Calm spirit hiding in the top of the house? Maybe he was doing the gen. I shouldn't be so critical of him. I honestly have not been paying attention. Why did he play the end sound?
That's a good description.
Yeah, and like, if... Now, anything that doesn't have a wisdom cannot have a charisma. And is considered an object, but there are... There are some situations where that's not always the case.
Oh boy, my wisdom is in the negative. I have no idea what's going on.
Aw.
I live my life minute by minute and ingest the universe in a similar manner.
So that could mean that you rely more on charisma to navigate reality than you rely on your wisdom. Where you place yourself and your own experiences on the line rather than placing
Disagree in
the
that one, because
will of the
Gilder and Cyrus
environment.
XD.
Aw. Well, in D&D, an 8 represents the first step as... no, a 9, if you start at a 10, you have a 0. 9 represents the first step into negatives, where you have a -1 at 9. Okay, I think if they hug the car,
In
I
third,
just have to
sure.
get on them. And yeah, in third. If you have a 7, you have a -2. If you have a 5, -3. 3 is a -4. And so on. If you have a 0, then different things happen. But that's the basic nature of it. And those negatives represent drifting from the norm. So it's kind of like IQ, where it doesn't really represent how smart you are in general, but represents how smart you are
Zero wisdom is different in different systems too.
in relation to everybody else in the world or everybody else in your society. So like, you know, an 18 in D&D might put you at a very high advantage, but an 18 intelligence character and the 1200 AD AC rather CE, what is it? Now's my chance. Motherfucker. That sucks. Of course she had to have fucking... She didn't know what to do about that. There we go. I knew it. I knew I could get it somehow. And somehow, I managed to maintain...
Well, if you could read, you probably had a 12 in 1298.
yeah.
If we go off days in first.
But like an 18 intelligence then...
I want to play a high charisma character with the rest of the stats low for a challenge. I've been thinking of that since you announced your game brew.
Nice. Fuck, she got out of it. I had one chance to do that. Don't hide.
Good hit still.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Trickster is not as strong as people say he is, because like I'm playing really well now, and I'm still barely getting people dead. It always comes down to camping the last survivor, it seems. But also, to be fair, that was how my clown games used to go every time, and then suddenly I got a lot better at clown.
He's great if your pressure is insane.
But then there's other times where like I get the final event, and
He's a
then
go-go killer.
they happen to get the last gen, and the person I'm focusing on
know.
has adrenaline, and everything goes completely tits up. So like some of it is just I have to get used to the character even more. There's still more for me to work with. I don't know. I'll get. Oh, there's no clear start date at this point. It's just I will be on hiatus until such a time as I think is appropriate. Like.
I still need to create a character.
Now you know you have to like class into it, but Bard is one of those that is actually like it's going to be easy to get into because I personally, as a philosophy of my own right, believe that every party should have one Bard if you can. I used to play them all the time. Bards and Wizards and Bard Wizards are my specialty as a PC. Bard Wizard is stupid. Why are we here? I wish I had ricochet blades.
Feel free to tell Monty about my little guy and his stupid decks.
Oh yeah, DTG, you got like a 20 dex with your initial build, didn't you? Why you do this?
XD. I sure did.
Damn, they're doing that gen up there.
I think I want to be single class because I'm a newbie.
Single class is fair. Well, you're going to start as one of the NPC classes. Which for Bard, you could... Honestly...
Graceful little fella.
Bard is one of the few classes that you can get into really easily. With like, I mean, you could get to Bard from anywhere, honestly. Oh, she went down the hole.
With a poison tail even, lol.
With a poison tail, yeah. A little pseudo dragon. Which are real dragons. Mind your manners. Why?
Venomous little fella, smiling face with hearts.
And the fun thing about this system is that the poison is based on the pseudo dragon's constitution, I think. Yeah.
And almost but not quite but yes dragon.
So if DTG's character gets healthier, i.e. more constitution score, then her poison also gets more virulent. And I think she actually took a feat to make her poison stronger anyway, so like her poison already starts out with a boost. I'll just reload again, fuck it.
I did. It's like DC 15.
15 is pretty good. That means when they go for their save, they gotta hit 15 or better, and that's pretty tough unless you're like a class that benefits from a high fortitude. So as I was saying, Bard is one of those that you can class into from any of the classes, but it might actually
They're
be
named Petunia, right?
named Petunia. Maybe I forgot what she named it. Also, feel free to tell me about pronouns and stuff. I don't know what the dragon wants.
Yeah, I was real. Original lol.
I didn't want to take this. That pallet's a trap. Is it decisive strike? No. I'm gonna go to the basement then. But it might actually
I think
be.
it's adorable, and terrifying.
Oh wait, I
I was
mean,
going to do Victor as a joke, but pseudo dragons enjoy nothing but cute names.
true. I think Victor's kind of fun as a name, but
So
also
Petunia.
I don't know if a pseudo dragon would call themselves Victor to be sure. That's all I really wanted.
You were playing twins at the time.
Oh, that's right. I don't know what is going on. Maybe they escaped way too much. I don't. The fucking David tried to jump. No, he didn't try to jump. I double hooked him. Lori's not doing anything. She's decided. Jen's only.
BRB.
Okay. Oh, but I was gonna say the aristocrat was a good class to start with, but also I don't know. I think.
They're at gaffing.
Yeah, they're not giving any
Champ.
fucks. They've got to be on one of these gens. Why is this not started? What the fuck? It's actually like I got the worst map for these add-ons possible. Ada, do you want to get worried? I think this is what she wants. Fucking Dwight over here. Everybody's here. What the shit? I just feel like I hope they're not mad. Like maybe David wanted to survive. They opened that back thing.
They did to themselves, lol.
Yeah. But, like, why? Right. One of them's still watching the match, by the way. You could tell because they still have a ping rate. So... someone who I killed is still like watching. Just like little tidbit of information you could use in your games at home. I don't know. I honestly like.
The world may never know.
Ding, ding, ding. I was like, he could be in either one of these. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That just was like so funny. Oh, that actually hurt. Oh, what the fuck? If Lori doesn't save him, she doesn't get the hatch. I'm as far away as I can be. I'm just sitting here because the hatch can spawn on this platform here. So if it spawns here, I will grab it. Lori hasn't even been hit though, like she has a chance to get out of this with 0 damage. I should have went counterclockwise around this thing. Here it is. Did she find it? Couldn't even strike her at the end. What a fucking game. Of course I didn't get the thing done. I didn't even have an opportunity to fucking throw blades. I think David was gonna try. David was gonna tough it out. He had everything to go. Ah, premonition. That could have helped her a lot. Premonition activates at 36 meters. So she basically knew where I was the entire time, and with the shape of RPD, like it was pretty easy to guess where I would be.